Okay, we're still on 119 and we're on project B now. All right, so the instructions really haven't changed much. Again, I know they're encouraging you to use the Jupyter notebooks. Let me just review that. I'm not going to keep doing this, but I'll review it one more time. We just did with Project A, but let's do a Project B. What you're going to need to do is launch Sage. All right. Now, probably you've just recently run Sage. It's probably in your dock somewhere. So I'm just going to click on it. And since we've already created a location for Jupyter Notebooks, I'm not going to select it. It's already been selected. I'm just going to launch it. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I want to make sure you understand the naming conventions over here. You select new. I know I got other files over here, by the way. I realize that. And I'm going to do a Sage Math 9.4. And I'm going to just rename it. And someone says, what are you going to rename it as? Well, this is still 119. Let me just put some random numbers in. Let's say the CRN is 098765. And let's say your student number is 10293847. I'm just making that up, by the way. Let's say this is Math 119, which it is. And let's say you're doing Project B now. You're not doing A anymore. You're doing B. This is B over here. I'm doing B. I'll put B down there. And then, dot, what's the extension? IP, YNB. All right, rename. And then you type in a command, like 2 plus 2. Remember, shift return. All right, save. All right, and what I want to do is I want to find this file now. All right, so let me copy, cancel. And what I'm going to do is go to my search menu. I'm going to just paste that in. And, I'm looking for it. And, certainly I see things. I'm going to search in the Finder. And I immediately see it. It's right here. All right. It's right there. It's in my Finder. You should have some facility with what to do with this file now. You could email it if you want. Who'd email it to, assignments@mathography.org. I'm not going to do that, though. So let me close that out. And I don't want to save that. Don't save. Let me go back to my Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to close it out. Not interested in it anymore. Close this out. I don't want to save that either. And let me just take a look. So what do we got over here? I want to, get back to Sage again. All right, let me kind of do that for you. Again, I'm a fan. I did it again. Let me close that out. I clicked on Zoom for some reason. I've been doing a lot of Zoom lately, but I want to get back to Sage. And I'm going to do the command line. All right, I'm going to launch it. Let me close out this session over here. And what I want to do is I want to, and the reason I really like the terminal, but you may say, I don't like the terminal, I don't want to do it. Reset. I'm going to do this completely. Reset. It's a short one. I'm going to define two variables, x and y. X and y. We're going to make a mistake, no big deal. And what do they want to do? Oh, a equals 2. That is not a variable, that's a parameter now. A has been assigned the value 2. And I'm going to say f of x. F of x is being assigned. Well, it looks like x is being raised to the power minus 1. Whoops, I made a mistake. I have to go back and correct it. X is being raised to the power minus 1 plus a raised to the power minus 1. And that whole thing is being raised to the power minus 1. You can display f of x if you like, just by typing it in, display it. And again, someone says, what the hell just happened over there? It looks like they made a substitution and it is simplification of the problem. I would not be concerned about that, by the way. Right, but they did do that. You may want to take a piece of paper and pencil out and see if you can figure that out, by the way. But, P is plot. I'm just simply looking at the commands over here. I'm going to scroll up. P, they want me to plot. P-L-O-T. We're going to plot f of x. And f of x, they want x minimum now. We're learning something new, by the way. Equals minus 10. we did this differently in the prior thing. X max is equal to 10. Y min, remember, if you make a mistake, it's not going to blow up. I make mistakes all the time. And when you make a mistake, you want to correct it. They also have this detect poles. All right. That's going to be an asymptote it's going to be detecting now. And they want me to show it. Again, if I make a mistake, it'll come up I made a mistake. Well, no mistake is made. Or I do p-show. All right. Oh, my old pictures were up there. Let me get rid of those things so you don't get confused by that. All right. What did it do? It graphed. Isn't that not bad looking graph too? Now I want to claim over here. In my notes, what I do is I put the pictures in two. It's an identical picture, and someone says, "Why is identical?" I'm using Sage to create these pictures here. All right, and that kind of covers it out. I know it seems like busy work for some students, but you're actually learning something by trying. Right now, the point about trying is that you need to connect all these things that you try together to form a bigger piece, by the way. They're little tiny pieces that you're doing, but you're trying to form a bigger piece. Now, what bigger piece did you get over here? Well, if you remember the last section we did, we were using a different way to do range, and now I've got this different way of doing range over here. When I say range for the x's and the y's, by the way, I'm also using a different command. This is plot. If you remember the last section we did, I did an implicit plot. All right? But that's about it. Thanks so much for paying attention.